Welcome back to Life on the Fringe. You may be thinking, since we're filming this on Thanksgiving, that we are showing you a feast for ourselves. That would be wrong. Check the title card. We are making a hamster feast for our hamsters because they're our guest of honor today. If you want to see what we are working on some mashed potatoes for ourselves, soup to eat tomorrow, and then our turkey dinner is going to be literally just lunch meat turkey sandwiches. But we are going to have stuffing and cranberry and then some pretzel pie. So it won't be nothing, but it's not what we're focusing on today. Because what's more important than yourself? Your hamster. So I've taken this piece of chicken, right, and I've put it in this pot. And now I'm going to fill the pot with water. Wow. Such mastery of skill. Then you just boil the chicken. And you literally don't season it at all, because you can't give them seasoned chicken. So it gets its own little pot, and it's gonna go on this flame right here. Okay, so now we light this one. Okay, we try again. Okay, it's not going on that one. It shall go on this one. Nope. I can't wait to move out of our apartment. I'm so excited to move out of our apartment. Just let me move out of the apartment. I'm just maybe I'll give this more oomph. I hear the gas. I see no flame. Do you see a flame?
You want some editing magic?
What are you gonna do differently? I hate you. I can turn on a stove. I promise I can turn on a stove. Admit you tried the front one and it didn't work.
It didn't. That one didn't work. Yes, but that one was fine. It's because you guys started for me. It's because you guys started.
That's right. I hate you. Now the best part about feeding your hamsters a feast for Thanksgiving are the sides, because very minimal effort is needed for quality sides. Okay? We don't need to follow Victoria Rochelle. We don't need vanilla ham. We just need ingredients. Okay, so what we're doing is sides to go with our chicken. We have bought somewhere in here. Yes. Broccoli. Not all this broccoli is for them. But they're going to get a little bit of broccoli, just raw. Then they're going to get a little bit of carrots, raw. And the only special thing, now you have to have dessert. So those are the sides, and then you got to talk about dessert. Dessert is the only complicated part of this process. And you know what we're doing? Pumpkin. Because in the Halloween video, which I will link up here, see it? It's right here. Click on it. I dare you. But anyhow, what we're going to be doing is, they all like the pumpkin pie, but not the crust, because of the stupid buckwheat. I'm still mad. But we're just going to make a pumpkin puree. So we're going to take the pumpkin out. We're going to scoop the pumpkin out of a pumpkin, which you'll see later, and then I'll have my apron on. But scoop the pumpkin out of a pumpkin, put it in some tin foil, and bake it in the oven. So I'll give you more specific instructions about that part later on. But literally the meal part itself is so easy, but it's gonna be like a feast. Okay, so we've boiled our chicken. Chicken is boiled, cooked. Look at that. Very nice. Take it out of the water, put it into the Tupperware. Now this next part is hard. You close the Tupperware lid. Sometimes that can be difficult because finding matching Tupperware can be a freaking nightmare.
That one isn't that great either, but don't worry too much about it.
Yeah. You know what? It's fine. Then you simply place chicken in your Tupperware into the fridge. Because let's all be honest, we're not going to be boiling chicken like right before our hamsters wake up. That's just inconvenient for everyone. So it's going to rest in there. They're not going to want to eat it hot anyway. When it gets closer to the time of them eating the chicken, we shall take the chicken out and put it in the thing. And we'll do the same with vegetables. So the next thing you'll be seeing us doing is making pumpkin mush. So, cut to that. Okay, so we are now going to carve this pumpkin, so you'll need something to carve it on, and a pumpkin, and a knife. If you're a child, don't do this. And if you're an adult, I take no responsibility for what happens to you at all. Okay, that's just a disclaimer, because I'm also probably going to injure myself, because I'm not strong enough to cut this in half. I said serrated blade, Stan said big blade. I'm gonna die. Stan, I'm gonna die. Stan.
You've got to cut with the tip first.
What do you mean?
Like that, yeah? Yeah. Shove
Down?
it in. Down, shove it in. Okay, hold on. I'll give you the first cut and then you can mush it from there. What a weird angle that you've started it in.
See, it is hard.
It is hard.
Between this and the lighting of the stove, they're gonna think I really am incompetent.
You're fine. Not incompetent, just a little challenged.
What was the purpose of that, besides you denting our table from Walmart?
I'm sorry. I was trying to get the pumpkin to cut up.
I don't feel safe. Am I in the splash zone? Don't bend our knife.
Oh, I'm not trying to. Okay, there you go. Woo!
Is our knife okay? This is an expensive knife. Alright. Okay, so we've cut our pumpkin in half. This is a sweet pumpkin.
Save the seeds.
You told me you didn't want to film this part. You know, this is a look into our lives. You know, we're real on this show, and sometimes you're really annoying. Can you bring me a spoon, please? Thank you.
It's an I love you spoon.
It's an I forgive you spoon.
It's an I love you spoon because I love you.
I can taste vomit, and I just had Thanksgiving dinner.
Good, check that out.
Okay, so you scoop the middle out with your spoon, just like you would if you're carving a pumpkin.
Can I start washing this?
God, you're so needy.
This is what I want to do. Oh,
Okay, shush. Okay, I'm gonna time lapse this next bit so that Stan can do dishes, because Stan likes to do dishes as soon as we have dishes. It's a major difference between us, but I do love it about him because I hate doing dishes. So, I'll see you in a few seconds for you and in a few minutes for me. Okay, so now I've gutted the pumpkins, as you can see, like this. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm separating out the seeds from the mush. The mush is what's gonna go into our pumpkin puree, and the seeds I'm gonna roast to save as pumpkin seeds as treats for the hamsters. So I'm gonna time lapse that out. Okay, so now I don't know if you can see very well, but this is my pile of pumpkin mush. This is gonna be the puree. And then over here is my pile of seeds. So we're gonna walk you through rinsing the seeds, putting them in the oven, and then blending this up and turning it into a pumpkin puree. And I am making this recipe up on my own. I have not seen it done anywhere, so I'm calling it an original, even if it isn't. But I am inspired by Vanilla Ham Ham's pumpkin pie. But I'm not gonna bake it, I don't think, because the baking of the pumpkin pie, I think, was to bake the crust, because the pie part was like basically the same as the mush. So I just think it needs to be blended more, so it's less like stringy, and then formed into a shape that's going to resemble a puree, from what my understanding of a puree is, which could not be anything like a puree. Okay, so for the first thing we're gonna do, because I want to use this cookie sheet and not waste dishes, we are going to work on the puree. So I'm gonna take my pumpkin mush, no measurements. This is just the mush that was in the pumpkin. There's a little bit of mushy seeds. I think it's gonna be fine. They eat pumpkin seeds. Okay? Alright. Let's all relax. Now, I'm gonna put in a splash of water. According to Stan, this is going to...
Oh, it's going to help make so that when you blend it, it moves around a little bit more.
Okay, because what I'm trying to cut down is the stringiness
Right.
of the pumpkin.
But you don't want to lose the consistency. So
Right.
just a little, yeah, a little more. That's good. Perfect.
Okay. Too little of those. You saw it. All right. Put the cap on. Put it on here. Like that?
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
That looks like a
Smoothie.
smoothie, like a pumpkin smoothie. Okay, we can work with this. I think they'll enjoy that. So what I'm gonna do you think then instead of, should I bake this or should I refrigerate it into a more solid state?
Refrigerating it isn't going to make it more solid. Baking it might, because it'll take out some of the water.
So maybe bake it then? This is test kitchen, baby. Alright, now the part that's not test kitchen is this part. We're making pumpkin seeds. I mentioned how to do this in one of my videos. Where's the string?
Up.
So we take the seeds and just put them in the strainer. And we're going to try and get the mush off of the pumpkin seeds. Now, because we're using some of them today, I'm going to leave some of them out as an extra special treat, because they do seem to like them pre-roasted as well, based on our experiment last time, but they won't keep, you know, so only keep out what you're going to give them.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna get the little cup. Oh, Lord. Okay, so I'm just gonna put these into here as the freshest of the fresh pumpkin seeds for treats. Because it's special, okay? It's a special day. It's holiday. And I'm not putting a lid on it because if you put the lid on it and they're wet, they'll just get moldy. There's no point. So, okay, you take these and you're gonna rinse. So we take our freshly rinsed pumpkin seeds and we are going to dry them, yes?
You can. It's not too bad. And just as long as you like strain them out, should be okay.
Easy peasy. Alright, now we just put them onto the tray. We're not greasing this. We're not salting it. You just put it on the tray. Look at that. Wow. So hard. Your hamsters are going to be like, you treat us so well. And you're going to be like, yeah, I spent hours slaving over collecting these seeds for you. And you just want to spread them out.
Then into the oven.
And then they go into the oven. But
300 degrees
the
Fahrenheit.
puree in with them. So I need to make a little tray. This is the arts and crafts portion of the evening. I don't know why we have that up in here.
What's up with all the other things?
The other things that I can't reach.
Where do you want?
That forbidden shelf.
Where else do you want it?
You just like to feel important. Needed. Well, you are important and you are needed. And I'm thankful to have you in my life. Is that what you want to hear?
Thanks, babe.
For all the viewers who just threw up a little bit, me too.
Thanks for viewing. We're thankful for you too.
Yeah, especially those of you who watched my puzzle video that I've already previously mentioned has like 0 views.
You seem a little traumatized by that.
I'm a little hurt. Okay, let's all remember that arts and crafts is not my strong suit when it comes to aluminum foil tin making, okay? So I don't want to hear about it. That's all I'm saying. I can hear your thoughts. You're like, I'm not even going to subscribe. You know what she's doing? She can't. Where are the scissors? Here are the scissors. She can't fold aluminum foil like a real hamster pro. You know what? It doesn't take aluminum foil knowledge to love your hamster, okay? It takes responsibility and dedication. That's what this is. What?
You sure it's dedication and not just settling?
This is me trying my best. Okay?
Okay, we're accepting it. We're
My
accepting
best?
it.
Some days is better than other days. Okay? As is true of most people. 100% is not always 100%. Do you feel it? I'm just gonna spoon this little guy, this mush, into my tray.
What's a baby food?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it will help in the oven. You know, spread it out a little. And I'm keeping it relatively thin because I kind of want it to cook. Okay. Okay, so it's been 32 minutes. So we're gonna take a look. Alright, so I think the pumpkin seeds look pretty good.
Yeah, those are good.
And then this, you want to see how that is?
I think we should let it cool first.
Cool first?
Yeah.
Alright, but we just put it in as long as the pumpkin seeds. So 32 minutes at 300 degrees. So now we just wait. That's gonna cool. We are going to wait until the evening time. So there's no reason for me to have this on, but
it really matches the outfit, actually.
it just goes.
Yeah. I got oven mitt onesie.
It goes with my like ridiculously long socks for the fact that I'm wearing a dress.
Oh, I haven't captured your socks up until this moment.
I was kind of hoping you wouldn't, but if we're wearing a mitt, I mean, do we care about the socks? So anyhow, I did shave my legs though, so that's nice. So I wore a dress today.
Great.
I don't know how relevant that is, but
Welcome back to TMI Studios.
Life on the French. Hold nothing back. And also, waste not, want not.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, and watch the stupid puzzle video, okay? Okay, so now we are at the plating and final phase of the cooking endeavor that is Hamster Thanksgiving. So, I took the chicken out of the fridge. I'm not reheating it. Do you think that's fine?
That's fine.
People eat cold chicken. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cut a little piece.
I think as long as it's not super cold, their teeth might be sensitive or something like that. But
What do you feel?
that should be fine.
Okay, and I'll cut a little one.
Also, keep in mind that like we just redid their cages yesterday, so they had a big
Big
appetite yesterday.
Food, yes. Okay, alright. Alright, so we have those. Now we take our sides. So they each get a carrot. Just in case they don't like the end, I give them a carrot like this. So it's the same, okay? And then they each get a little like bit of broccoli. So I'm just gonna take one of these off and then cut from here.
Oh, that's nice. Like a little miniature broccoli.
So this one's the littlest, so that's probably Rocky's. A mashed potato, pumpkin potatoes. But I still don't feel like it's really dessert. So I also have raspberries. Now most people, you know, they do like that. Well, at least my grandma does like a strawberry jello with pretzel casserole thing.
That's not very common.
That's not common.
No.
Okay, well we do it, and so I thought that
This could just be cranberry sauce. Everybody does cranberry
Okay,
sauce.
Fine. This is the substitution for cranberry sauce. Disgusting. Look at, I'm an official hamster YouTuber now.
You're a chef.
Okay, this needs to go on too.
Oh, beautiful. And put the raspberry on there too. It's the cranberry sauce.
Okay, fine. That one goes with this too. I think that the pumpkin. I'll put the raspberry over there. Okay. So how does this look? Final plate.
Wow, so cute.
Here you go, Patch. Okay, so it's the day after, and even though they weren't willing to eat our food in the playpen yesterday, we think that's because they gorged themselves after we redid their cages. Last night, they definitely enjoyed their Thanksgiving feast. Rocky, you can see, nibbled a little bit on the carrot, almost finished the raspberry, and ate the broccoli. And all of them ate the roasted pumpkin seeds inside of the thing yesterday. So that is very exciting.
It looks like she went at the mush a little bit too.
Right, and it looks like she went at the mush a little bit as well. So I would call that a success. The chicken is gone. So they really liked the boiled chicken apparently once they were able to eat it at their own leisure. So then we moved to Butter's cage. And she had some broccoli, definitely more than what we just filmed last night of her eating the broccoli. And then it looks like the big win for her was the chicken again.
Is this the chicken? Is this chicken? This might be the chicken.
No, never mind. No wins there for Butter. Just the broccoli.
Oh, speaking of Butter.
But here she is, willing to defend herself. You don't like Mama's cooking?
She wants the good. Give her those pumpkin seeds.
Yeah, she's always been partial to the seed.
Hi.
Hi.
Good morning.
I don't know why you're awake. Did we wake you up? I thought.
Cutie.
She's like, your cooking might not be my favorite, but I love you anyway.
Yeah.
I just want more. Yep. What a great investment on shoes, though, am I right?
Yeah. They really like the sprays and they really like the walnut.
Yeah, I'll link that video in the card so you can check out my tips for hamster shoes.
Okay.
And here we have Patch's plate.
Looks like the chicken is still here.
Yeah, chicken.
But nibbled
but
on.
Definitely partially eaten because she had a large piece of chicken. Mush, a lot of it is eaten. Broccoli is MIA. I think this is the leftover carrot. So definitely partially eaten carrot.
Oh, I see the broccoli in there too.
Where do you see broccoli? So taste tested, but not taste approved.
No.
But carrot is, chicken nibbled on, mush gone. So I would say the person who liked it the most was Rocky, but Patch also had a pretty good meal out of it. And then for the first time in history, Butter was our picky eater. So, but that was our Thanksgiving feast, and to be honest, it took so little effort that I'm not even like disappointed that much, because really all we did was like cut some veggies, mushed some potatoes, which all of them nibbled on, basically.
You mean pumpkin?
Yep, sorry. They look like sweet potatoes. Pumpkin. And then they all nibbled on the carrot, because they like carrots. We know that from previous feeding them carrots.